Okay, we're recording again, back for another tutorial. So this time um, we're going a little bit further in Tweening and trying to understand the graph curves and how they work. Okay, so for this one, we're going for a very classic animation tutorial, and that is for pendulum. So let's get a circle. I'm gonna make my blue. Maybe that blue's too dark. Let's get the shade of blue here's better. Okay. Let's just make a circle like so. Okay. And also let's make a line. Okay. I want a line from here. So that is our pendulum. We have the actual pendulum and the string. Okay. So remember, actually, let me make that a little bit thicker. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Should I just perhaps move this so okay, that's better. Okay. All right. So now let's select all of this, both of them together, and let's convert into a symbol. So you can either right click and convert to symbol, or you can just hit F8 on your keyboard. It's got a pendulum graphic with registration in the center. Hit OK. Cool. So that's our pendulum right now. Okay, it's got a box around it, so that makes it easy for us to move it around. Okay, but the thing is, if we move it around, it's gonna move like this, and that's not really how a pendulum moves, right? We would need to have our reference point at the very top. So let's grab it here, and then holding Shift, just bring it up to the end of the string, like that. So that way, when you rotate your pendulum, it will rotate from the top. Yes? Nice. So let's just leave it on this side over here for now. Now, first frame, let's go to our 1 second mark and insert a keyframe. And then we rotate to the other side. Let's go to our 2 second mark, insert another keyframe, and bring it back to the other side. Please remember, you don't have to be exact on your measures. Okay. All right. Each swing lasts 1 second at 24 frames. Okay. Now, of course, nothing is happening. It's not moving. It's just like jumping from one side to the other. So to make it move, we now know that we need a tween. Uh, by creating a tween, we're basically generating uh, the in-between frames between two main actions or poses. So let's right-click, create classic tween. By default, it already creates between those two keyframes that we had here, and it turns them into this purple arrow. So now it moves from point A to point B in a swinging motion. Okay, cool. Let's do the same with the other swings. Okay, so now let's turn on our loop and let's play. That looks okay. Nobody's gonna get hypnotized with that. We need to further enhance our pendulum movement. Okay, so that's where our graph and speed comes in. Okay, so once you have your tweening, you can just click on your tweening in any part of it, and the tweening options will pop up over here. Okay, so By default, your effect will always be classic ease. Okay. If you click here, you can see some other options. Go no ease, classic ease, easy in, easy out, easy in and out, and then a custom one. Okay. So let's turn on our onion skin and have it for one full swing. Yeah, it's still not fully working, so let's try that again. Let's click on the pencil and then do our own curve, shall we? So I want this to accelerate, move, decelerate, stop, and so on. Okay, so basically what we'll be doing is an easy in and easy out. All right, so the graph here, okay, it represents the frames and the completion of the movement. Okay, so our way to do is if we go to the first uh, dot right here, right in this corner, when we click on it, we notice that a new dot, a white dot popped up here in this section of the line. This white dot is nothing but a Bezier handle. Ha ha ha. Okay, so let's move the Bezier handle to the 10 frames. Okay, and let's do the same thing with the other one, but this time instead of bringing it down, we're gonna put it on the top, on the 15 frames mark. Okay. So now we have this S-shaped curve. That's what we're looking for, okay? When we play, we can now see there is acceleration, movement, deceleration, okay? If you just pull up the Bezier handles further away to make the curve more accentuated, you're just making the movement more intense, faster. Okay, let's just loop this first section. There you go. So it looks like a wrecking ball, you know? It looks like a very heavy object. So maybe accentuating the curves too much was a mistake. So let's get back here to our pencil. Click in the dot and bring it back around 10. And this one you bring it back around 15. That looks better. That looks more like a pendulum. The movement is not that harsh. It's not that bah in your face, you know? And that's what can prove itself really complicated when it comes to animation, you know? Because trying to achieve this realistic movement can be quite tricky, and it will demand quite some time and practice for you to get that sorted in your skill set. Okay, so don't really worry about it. That will be fine. Okay, now let's try some other curves. I'm clicking the effect tab, but I don't think the window is popping up in the recording, which is a shame. But let's see the easy in. So an easy in curve, I'll do it in the next bit. An easy in curve is the one that you pull the handle on only the first dot. And let's bring it like around here to 40. Okay. The other one, instead of bringing forward, you bring it down. So you make the curve look like a skate ramp. All right. Save. And then let's watch. Slow. Bah, fast. Slow and fast. Slow and fast. So the way you can see here by the distancing of the frames, let me just readjust the onion skin. Yeah. So you can see here by the distancing between the frames that in the beginning, while the pendulum is at like the high angle, they all are very close to each other, which leads us to believe that the speed is lower. And then when the frames get further apart from each other, it gets faster. So I guess we can compare this to like wow, a cannonball or a proper wrecking ball. Okay. That was for the easy in. Okay. Easy in is you're basically making it easy or slower for the animation to go in action. Okay. The next one we're gonna see is the slow out, which starts fast and ends slow. Okay, it's the other way around. So let's grab this guy here and bring it up. Let's say around 50, and let's get this guy here and bring it to 60. Right, so this graph for the slow out or easy out is like this, is like an arc. Okay. So now you can see it gets slow then fast. Fast, then slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. You saw that the frames closer to the final position are very, very close to each other. And previously they've been apart for a while. You see, that's where it starts. And then there's like this jump over here to the next position. Okay. All right. So that is it for twinning. Okay. Um, Unfortunately, my graphs are not showing up here, but please try to get them running on yours. If you just click on the effect tab over here, pretty sure they will pop up. Okay.